Hey guys, it's Brian Taylor with Dreamline Realty in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today I want to talk about showing houses and our process as agents for scheduling showings and some of the challenges that we run into that could potentially cause some disappointment for our buyers. I'm going to talk all about that right now. Welcome back to the channel. Again, my name is Brian Taylor with Dreamline Realty. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that little red box below in your right-hand corner of the screen, and then click the bell to be notified when we release new videos every week. So today's topic is about showing properties and some things and challenges that we run into at times when we're trying to get out there to show properties to our buyers. So the first thing that we want to make sure that we're all aware of is our job as agents is to accommodate our buyers to make sure we can see as many properties as we possibly can. And then the second piece of that is to be mindful of the sellers when we schedule these showings. So let's, for example, say that we're going to show you 8 properties on a Saturday afternoon. The first thing that we're going to do as agents is take these properties and lay them out on a map that looks something like this. And then we're going to figure out what is the best route to get from house number 1 through house number 8. So we're going to start at house number 1 and figure out our travel time to house number 1. And then we're going to block off a 15 to 30 minute window of time to see that property. And then we're going to say how long it takes to get from property number 1 to property number 2, block off another 15 to 30 minute block of time, and do that same process until we have all 8 showings scheduled. So the one challenge that we run into is if we start off late at the first property, it causes a domino effect for the other 7 properties that we're going to see. And the challenge is that some of these properties are owner occupied, so the seller will actually leave the property for that window of time that we have scheduled it for, and they don't know if we have come and gone at that point, so they might return to the house before we ever get there. So unless they have a Ring doorbell system or they're watching us on a video, they won't even know if we've been into the property or we have left. But the challenge for them is that if we have to reschedule all of these showings because we're late for number 1, we have to reach out to the listing agent to reach out to the seller to see if they're okay with us coming late, or we have to do that through our Showing Time app and wait for the seller to let us know that they approve the new showing time. But the biggest challenge is that some of these sellers may have to get back to their property because they have something going on that day, and they might actually reject our showing request for that later time. So we might miss out on seeing a property because we got started out late. So it's real important that we start on time and we stay on our path, which brings me to the second challenge that we sometimes run into. So during our showing of those 8 properties, it may be possible that a client of ours will say, hey, I just saw this new house come on the market and it's over here. Is there a way for us to see that today? We will do everything we can to accommodate you to see that property, but we may not be able to get it fit in until we're done with the 8 houses we have to show you. And in this ever-changing fast market, that new property that you found and wanted to see, there might not be any showing availability left on that property that day, and we may have to reschedule that for the next day. And the challenge there is that property may not even be on the market because it's gone under contract before we can get into it. So just keep that in mind as we're out there looking at houses. We will do whatever we can to show you as many houses as we can, but we have to keep on the schedule. So I hope that video was helpful. If you want to see our 8 rules for showings, you may want to check out this video. And I thank you so much for watching, and make it a great day.